Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. Simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Line 20.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
You must be getting tired.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
59.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
We go tonight. Line 20.
Let's get this.
On first down, it's Gurley. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's out to his running back, Michel. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Under 10.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Like 20.
Let's put him on the buttons. Let's put that team on the button. Go.
Sony Michel, his first carry, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Buying time to his left. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. He's got daylight.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that 51, Mike. Mike 51. Check, 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 check.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home. And that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Gone. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Gone. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Tackle.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, home.
Allen under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
No.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Half 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Night, sweetheart.
Hey, foxtrot.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's get it.
Cut. 180. You up.
Lock 59.
From the 50, it's gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Goff now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on first down. Shreds the tackle. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline.
What? My 20.
Check, 59. Down to lose one. Mike, check, 59. Oh, you get up.
Now on 2nd and 16. Goff flush to his right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
12.
Check 59.
Smooth.
59. Right to 59.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and final call now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
The final shot before half for Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be taken very short.
The Jaguars take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
He's moving, boys, moving.
Again, it's Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And his first carry, he loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Stop. And here we go. Mike 51.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again they run with Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Take 3. 218, chop.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, 30, and a super return as he gets this all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. And get that to Michel. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
59, hey, Steve 6.
To the air again. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Goff throwing again. He gets it to Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Goff to Michel on the screen. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's out right at the 25. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On third down, Fournette. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run with Fournette, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the night, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. On third down, it's Vaughn. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's going to go down again. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. Here's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. It's a turnover on downs.
Go, Mike Manini! Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
They'll run on first down. Vaughn. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing
out multiple.